Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of TheWunderkind Show. Today's second topic, Chuck Clark. The safety for the Baltimore Ravens that literally dropped everything that came his way. But look, all jokes aside, right? He played with the Ravens for, 6 years? I believe. He got paid. He's starting anew somewhere else. You know, I'm not privy to anything that happens behind the scenes, because I'll say this. As much as it was a little annoying, right? The Ravens are not perfect. I want to reiterate this for a lot of people that don't seem to understand this. They're like, oh, we're having team pride against somebody that said he wanted to leave. Look, from our understanding, Lamar wanted to leave too. Yo, there's a couple players that look like they wanted to leave. Hollywood, Dobbins, Bateman. So we don't know everything that goes on behind closed doors for the Baltimore Ravens. What we do know is that the Ravens are not no choir boys. They make a lot of mistakes. They've done a lot of things wrong, right? And the team has paid for it with losses and injury. And they've covered up and lied about a lot of things. So I don't want to hear anybody saying because I'll say that I'm anti-Raven. No, that's not true. Now, could it be that, Chuck Clark is all 100% in his feelings about having to leave the place where he is settled down with his family? Yeah, that could 100% be the truth. Because I keep trying to tell people that players are humans. At the end of the day, these guys settle down. Their kids go to the schools there, all those things. They don't want to leave usually the team that they are at, because they usually get married in that state. They got their home, their kids' schools. They're active in the community. They go to church there. They build relationships. And everybody always says, well, if you pay me $1 million, I wouldn't care. Who would say anything like that? If that was true, every single millionaire would be the happiest people in the world. But they're not. So it could be that he's just in his feelings. He's mad that he had to leave. He's mad that he had to move on. Remember, even Steve Smith never wanted to leave. You remember Steve Smith, senior from the Carolina Panthers? He never wanted to leave. His home's there. His family's there. His foundations are there. His kids' schools are there. I think he still does that prayer and shoes thing where they would clean the people's feet, kids, adults, whoever it is, and they get a brand new pair of shoes. So these guys are invested, not just in the team, but in the communities that they live. So I'm not too mad about this. I think, once again, people are trying to come on their high horse and be all mad about something, you know what I mean? And, it just is what it is. It's separated. Separation usually is not always amicable. Sometimes there's a party that gets more most of the time than the other. There's one party that feels more slighted than the other. I mean, look at the divorce rates in America. I mean, this is not something that nobody knows about. So, you know what I mean? Let's just take a chill pill, pump the brakes. Look, as much as I feel like we upgraded in the playmaking department, because let's be real, I think they said he played like 90 games and he had 5 interceptions over that entire span. And I don't even want to see the numbers of what he did, or how much he dropped, how many passes he dropped. But overall, he wasn't a bad player. He just wasn't a big play guy. So, you know what I mean? I'm not, I'm like, hey, I wish you the best. You know what I mean? That's my mindset. Wish you the best. Hope you the best. Hopefully you get all the money you can and you can continue to play. And if not, you made at least enough that you can retire, live comfortably, and have generational wealth for the generations that are coming after you. That's my mindset. That's my goal. So I'm not too mad about it. I get it. As a Raven fan, we're going to feel certain ways about certain things. But, I mean, look, let me tell you this right now. Imagine you work for a firm. You work for their whatever, and you felt like you were doing a decent job. And for the most part, you were, right? but then they bring in your replacement and then bring in 2 replacements to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, that you're not going to be playing. Nobody can really take over that green dot, or no one can really do the leadership roles that you have incorporated into what you give that company every day. So you still have to be the leader, knowing that you are teaching, you are grooming, you are talking to the guys that are there to take your place. And then at the end, you know, they ship you away to another company, say, you know what we're going to do? We're not going to keep you here at this firm no more. No, we've transferred your contract to a different place, and we're going to send you thousands of miles in another direction. You know, we're paying you handsomely. Who cares if you set down roots here? Who cares if you go to church here? Who cares if your kids go to school here? Who cares if you're locked in with the community and have multiple charities and foundations in that community? We don't care. Get your bags, hurry up, and go. That's what happens. That's what happens. So, am I mad at him for being mad? Nah. I understand that it's the game. It's part of football. What did Lamar say when people are sitting there killing time? This is part of the game. It's part of the business. It's part of the business. And sometimes in business, sides will feel what? Slighted. So I'm not overtly positive or negative on this. It's something that happened. And he gets to move on to an amazing defense and play with an amazing QB that has amazing weapons and will be prevalent in the AFC this season. Oh my God! Matter of fact, rewind that. Let me take that back, because Lazard came up hurt in today's OTAs, and so did Aaron Rodgers. You know the OTAs where all the fans are like, oh, Lamar should be there right now. And you know what I'm saying? If he's not, it's because he loves money. He doesn't love the team. He doesn't love winning. He's not committed. You know, that thing. If you haven't heard, yes, Aaron Rodgers and Lazard both were injured at OTAs. My God. My God, could you imagine? Woo! So, you know, he's going definitely to a good defense. But he might not be going to the team that he thought might be. You know, hopefully, I'm wishing quick health, quick recovery, and hopefully it's not an injury too bad for either of them, because no one knows what it is yet. But hopefully everyone heals. Just slight things that they can ice up, get back out there with. I don't wish injury on no players, because they only have a certain amount of time to make money. So I'm not wishing injury on anybody. Hopefully those guys heal up quick. But yeah, the Jets have already started this year off pretty crappy. But more kudos to them out. You know, I wish them the best of luck. I wish them the best of luck against everybody except for the Ravens. Because you know why? If you're a real Raven fan, as much as what he said might bother you, as much as some of these players might be in their feelings sometimes, once a Raven, always a Raven. And that is probably the most Raven thing I can say right now. And that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you all for watching. You already know how we get down over here. Laughs and fun. But it's rooted in what? Facts and truth. So please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Love the comments. Just be respectful. I like integrity. Just be respectful of other people. We have no problems. There's people that disagree with me all the time down there, right? I have not blocked them. I have not kicked them because they haven't been disrespectful. So I expect everybody to do the same. Okay, please. And if you would like to donate to this channel, to this platform, to help it grow monetarily like a tree planted by the rivers of the water. The bottom of the screen on this side is a QR code to the Cash App. You can also find that Cash App in every description of every video that we do. And the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Also available now is the Patreon. Become a patron. There's so much access that you get. You can talk. You can send messages directly to me, and I answer. You get questions from subscribers. You know what I mean? You get sweepstakes for free merch. You get access to the Discord. You get access to the Fantasy Football League, which is going to be amazing this season. I'm going to have some amazing upcoming prizes for this upcoming season. Trust and believe. And once again, this is the Wunderkind Show. The show's Central signing off. And as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.